Verghese, When Breath Becomes Air. Embark on an emotional and insightful journey through Kalanithi, When Breath Becomes Air, a personal account of his exploration of the meaning of life and struggle with terminal cancer. As you delve into this poignant summary, you'll discover how Kalanithi, the author, weaves together literature, neuroscience, and medicine to uncover the true meaning of life. The book also offers a first-hand perspective on life and death, as experienced by Kalanithi throughout his career and as a cancer patient. Prepare yourself for a powerful exploration of the human experience, filled with profound reflections on life, relationships, and the search for meaning.
The intersection of literature and neuroscience. Paul Kalanithi, initially interested in literature, became captivated by the idea that the brain is an organic machine that enables the human mind to exist. His study of neuroscience led him to believe that true meaning lies in human relationships and that our ability to form relationships comes directly from our brains. This perspective was informed by his experiences visiting a home for people with brain injuries. Ultimately, Kalanithi applied to medical school and learned the true meanings of life and death through hands-on experience. Life and Death in Medical School. Kalanithi's experience with the realities of life and death expanded beyond the anatomy lab. As a medical student, he witnessed the heartbreaking premature births and passing away of twins. This experience taught him that life and death are not mutually exclusive, and even death holds a sign of life. Tough choices in neurosurgery. As a resident in neurosurgery, Kalanithi's first tough decision was whether to operate on Matthew, a boy with a brain tumor in a precarious location. He chose to operate successfully, giving Matthew his childhood back. However, Kalanithi also witnessed numerous deaths, from head trauma to pneumonia, making his first year as a resident a challenge. The weight of responsibility. During his residency, Kalanithi experienced the weight of responsibility in life and death situations. He struggled with questioning whether he was honoring his patient's humanity as he faced exhaustion and grueling work hours. When a patient suffered irreversible brain damage, he began to wonder if he made the right choice in saving his life. Kalanithi needed to reflect on the meaning of life and the importance of human connections to honor his patients. The dual pursuit of a neuroscientist surgeon. During his fourth year of residency, Kalanithi trained at a neuroscience lab to become a neuroscientist while pursuing his career in neurosurgery. Fascinated by neuromodulation, Kalanithi wanted to study the reverse by finding ways to send signals from robotic limbs to the brain, creating artificial limbs that help the brain respond to the patient's surroundings. Although being both a neurosurgeon and neuroscientist was highly prestigious and difficult, Kalanithi realized that technical excellence was morally required. Skill was critical, as he learned after the young boy he had successfully treated years ago was now in a dramatically worsening condition due to a piece of his brain getting damaged while removing the tumor. A tragic twist. Kalanithi's flourishing career is cut short by a devastating cancer diagnosis. Despite his exceptional achievements as a neurosurgeon neuroscientist, Kalanithi's career was abruptly halted when he received the news of his terminal lung cancer diagnosis. Initially, he had experienced symptoms such as considerable weight loss, severe back pain, and a persistent cough, which he thought were just work-related stress. Nonetheless, Kalanithi was determined to complete his hard-earned residency. However, his condition got worse, and he eventually discovered that his lungs, spine, and liver were severely affected by the cancer, cutting his life short. Kalanithi's poignant memoir, When Breath Becomes Air, confronts the inevitability of death and reveals the courage and strength it takes to come to terms with our mortality. Despite his tragic fate, Kalanithi blessed the world with his wisdom and left behind an unforgettable legacy. Choosing life. When faced with a terminal diagnosis, Dr. Kalanithi is forced to contemplate how he would spend his remaining days. Should he continue practicing neurosurgery, or pursue his passion for writing? With the help of his doctor, Emma, he discovers that focusing on what truly matters is the key. As a doctor-turned-patient, he struggles to balance his quest for technical answers with his desire for philosophical ones. Adding to his dilemma is the decision of whether to have children, given his limited time. Ultimately, he and his wife decide to take the risk and have a child through sperm donation. Dr. Kalanithi's story exemplifies the importance of cherishing life and following your passions, even in the face of uncertainty. Kalanithi's brave battle. In July 2014, Paul Kalanithi's daughter was born, but he was in a debilitated state due to his deteriorating health. Later, his cancer became resistant to treatment, and in February, he was diagnosed with brain tumors that would strip him of his ability to think logically. Despite the deepening sorrow, his family appreciated some parts of life, like inviting friends over for dinner and playing with baby Katie. Kalanithi's story is an example of how an individual's life can change in an instant, but the will to live and find meaning can outweigh the pain and despair that comes with terminal illness. Saying goodbye to life. The book tells the story of the final months of Paul Kalanithi's life after being diagnosed with a lung cancer. The summary highlights how Kalanithi bravely faced his imminent death after being put on breathing support. Instead of choosing to remain on life support, he requested to be removed from it, knowing he might never come off it. His final days were filled with love, as his family and loved ones surrounded him. Lucy, his wife, found solace in publishing his unfinished manuscript, which captures his reality facing death. Through his book, Kalanithi fulfilled his wish to help people understand and accept death as a part of life and to know it's possible to live life with meaning while facing death.
In the unforgettable journey of When Breath Becomes Air, we bear witness to Kalanithi's quest to understand the intricate connection between life, death, and meaning. Delving deep into literature, neuroscience, and the practice of medicine while facing his own mortality, Kalanithi opens our eyes to the importance of relationships in finding meaning in life. As the book reaches its emotional conclusion, we are reminded of the strength and resilience of the human spirit, and the ability to find meaning and love even in the face of terminal illness. With the publication of his book, Kalanithi has offered a lasting message of hope, courage, and the power of living life with integrity, purpose, and compassion.